Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Hide, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion. Your host, the Hide, and welcome back to the Baseball Hut. Hope you like this video. And subscribe. Before we get into this video, I need to let you know, I'm going to do all kinds of stuff on Pete Alonso. So if you love Pete Alonso, you want him to stay, subscribe to this channel. If you don't want him to stay, subscribe anyway. I'm going to scour the internet to give you as much information, and whatever everybody else is really talking about is whether or not he's going to get traded. Also would mention I have a channel called the Prospective Hut, trying to get that sucker monetized. So please hit that subscribe button so you'll find out everything about the Mets farm system in particular. Now, I have something interesting. This is not a team we've heard with Pete. This is a fan site called twinsdaily.com. Believe it or not, the Twins have their own blogs. Believe it or not. Prospect Dilemma. Should the Twins roll the dice on a Pete Alonso trade? It's not a roll of the dice. The Twins have a good roster, but with potentially very little money to spend as they start preparing for 2024. Mets happen to be owned by a fellow with a lot of money who loves dynamic outfield prospects. Could a trade of Emmanuel Rodriguez for Pete Alonso make sense? Okay, let's take a look what they have to say. The Twins have a real team here. However, they fell short against the Astros, outclassing their ability to take a professional at-bat. Well, if they're a real team, how are they able to... I'm not going to get this. In addition to replacing the likely departing Sonny Gray, the Twins will have to decide whether to add a middle-of-the-lineup bat and whether it is worth pursuing. They could and perhaps should decide to allow the needed offensive improvement to come from within. Brooks Lee and Austin Martin will hopefully steal at-bats away from whatever middling veterans the Twins sign and retain. They will get a full season from Royce Lewis, Edward Julian, and Matt Wallner. Byron Buxton might reemerge, and there isn't much reason to doubt Carlos Correa's track record. Maybe we'll see more of catcher OPS leader Ryan Jeffers. Still, that doesn't sound particularly imposing unless all of those players play to their 85th percentile or so of performance while all staying healthy. So it might make sense to add an established durable bat. The problem is the Twins may not have any money to spend given the uncertain TV rights situation. So they would either need to drop significant salary by trading Max Kepler or Pete Alonso, or acquire a cheaper player that may cost a ransom and prospect capital from their middling farm system. Or maybe there is another way. Steve Cohen is still owner of the Mets and may have a solution to the Twins' conundrum that comes cheap salary-wise while not costing their entire collection of top 100 prospects. The established bat question is Pete Alonso. All 5 of the seasons have resulted, and we know about Pete. We know, if you're a Mets fan, you know about the greatness of Pete Alonso. Now, their whole crux is that the Mets brought in all these prospects last year, and they're proposing in this article that the Mets trade Pete Alonso to the Twins, I guess in a package for this outfielder Emmanuel Rodriguez, who is considered the 48th best prospect according to MLB.com. And they mentioned Gilbert being 52nd, this is Drew Gilbert, and Luis Angel Acuna being number 38. And these are guys that were picked up for the very ancient Max Scherzer and the even more ancient Justin Verlander. Now, Pete is 29 years old. The Mets should be looking to get a better player than Emmanuel Rodriguez from the Twins, in my view. I know it's a one-year deal, but if I'm going to make a deal, I want to have the best prospect I could possibly get. I would probably be looking for Brooks Lee, and I mentioned him because, one, they mentioned him in the article, plus I looked him up. He's a shortstop by trade, all right? But there is thought that he'll probably be a good third baseman in the future, and that he might be a Gold Glove caliber third baseman, and that he is a guy that can hit, and he's a guy that has power. There are people in the organization, there are people that watch the Mets, there are a lot of fans who believe the Mets do not have a third baseman. And obviously they have a lot of guys that are good middle infielders, but there's a feeling that the power part of the middle infielders that the Mets have in terms of prospects may not be the high end. Brooks Lee, who could be a third baseman, has high-end power. 60 to 65 out of the 80 scale on MLB.com. So to me, that would be the most likely piece I would want over Rodriguez. Rodriguez as a player is considered a 55, and Brooks Lee is considered 60. I would mention that the Twins, if they thought so highly of Lee, they would not have re-signed Carlos Correa to play shortstop, and they also have Royce Lewis, who is their third baseman at the moment. So where do you play Lee? So that's why I say, that's probably a better piece for the Mets, and something that the Twins could probably, they'd have to swallow hard on it, but it would be an interesting kind of move. Now, you let me know what you think about this video, and of course, we have a lot of fun here talking about different players, and we talk about prospects on the Prospect Hut, so go into the link in the description and hit that subscribe button, learn about everything you can possibly learn on the internet about these players that are in the minor leagues for the Mets. So, thank you for watching this video, and of course, please subscribe to Baseball Hut, and I'll see you later.